An average girl living a dull life becomes a chosen one. All of a sudden, not only does she have multiple love interests, but also the fate of the world depends on her. Young adult fantasy can be so predictable at times. This video is my honest take on Siege and Storm, the second book in the Grishaverse series by Leigh Bardugo. There are spoilers in this book review. Before we begin, a gentle reminder to please subscribe to support this channel. Let's begin. Alina and Mal are on the run, living in constant fear of being followed by the Darkling who has survived the Shadowfold. Unable to use her gift for fear of being recognized, Alina feels a growing desire for more power and struggles to suppress her Grisha nature. But the Darkling, now more twisted than ever, soon catches up to her. To her horror, she learns that there are more amplifiers in the world and the Darkling could end up using her to control the fold after all. Along the way, she meets the mysterious and dashing privateer Sturmhond and his loyal crew who all seem to have their own agenda. Alina returns to Ravka where a religious movement in her name is gathering strength and followers. While her relationship with Mal gets more strained, Alina not only has to gear up for a battle with the Darkling, she also feels more drawn towards the growing darkness within her. It was nice to experience few places outside Ravka, a brief glimpse of cultures across the true sea. The writing is so easy to understand that it makes this world very believable. But it was cut short rather quickly. Introducing Nikolai and his crew was the best thing that could have happened to this otherwise drab plot. Nikolai brought in the mystery, humor, and strategic intelligence which Alina sorely lacks. He is in it for his own gain, of course, but he got more things done than her. His dialogues are witty and sometimes resonates deeply. Alina is more directly involved in the political scene now. I like how she attempted to take charge, but it is clear when compared to Nikolai, she is not a tactical leader. She did bring about a truce in the Grisha community and got both the first and second army to work together, which is a good plot development. The action scenes, though limited in the story, were entertaining. The sea battle scene was intense and exciting. There is little more info on the history and lore of the amplifiers provided. An interesting development in the story is a growing cult centered around Alina that shows how belief systems can twist minds into committing terrible acts, like when Alina was almost torn apart by her own believers. And ew, Volcra babies. I have so many questions on this one that I would not like answered. This book would have been an amazing opportunity to learn about the character backstories, but sadly, that is not the case. Alina is a weak and boring character. If she was not the Sun Summoner, she has nothing to offer to the story. There was not much positive character development for her. Just like the last book, she went back to having self-doubts and insecurities. The needless drama and trust issues she has with Mal brings the energy down. She also has taken up threatening people, showing a more petty side. I think this was supposed to show her assertiveness or similarities to the Darkling's nature, but she came across as a sad bully instead. The Darkling was more formidable than before, but he was hardly present to make much of an impact. The second half of the book was just me sitting around and waiting for him to strike, just like the characters. When Alina was having visions of him, he just came across as creepy and not terrifying. There is still no character development for Mal. All we know is he lost his dream job, is struggling to cope, and is pushing Alina away. He makes some questionable choices and is mostly moody in the book. The plot slowed down a lot when the characters were preparing for the war. There was page after page of pointless tension between Alina and Mal, which seemed a lot like a plot filler than an arc that pushed the story forward, mainly because they lack chemistry. The conclusion is not very creative and was very similar to how the first book ended. The Darkling has been outwitted, Alina escaped his clutches again, and scores of people are dead. After waiting so long for the Darkling to show up, and when he did, the book ended just as quickly. All I can say about Siege and Storm is that I endured. The writing style continues to be elegant and skillful, and there are some interesting new characters that made the reading worthwhile. But the dull main characters and lack of steady story development made this novel a sluggish affair. I'm rating this book 5.5 out of 10. I am determined to finish the series, so I will be back with the next book review. But I would love to hear your thoughts on Siege and Storm. Do you think it is a good follow-up to Shadow and Bone? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.